Welcome back to Spoiler Street. In this video, I will be doing a quick recap of some of the storylines from Friday's episode of Coronation Street. In Amy's storyline, she is starting to feel the pressure of the legal worry surrounding her, as well as the problems it's causing for her family. She begins wondering whether it would be better to just write a retraction to the claim she made about Aaron, so that it can be over and done with. Amy sits down with her parents and tells them that she is going to give in to Aaron's demands to write a retraction so that the case can be dropped against her. But it seems Aaron isn't happy with her retraction, so decides to write it himself. But as he's writing it, he starts to feel guilty about what he's done and can't go through with the lies anymore. Eventually, Aaron tells Amy that he's dropping the libel case against her, and they begin to discuss what really happened that night. Aaron is clearly distraught and upset after reliving the events and says sorry to Amy before quickly zooming away in his dad's car. Tim checks up on his mother Elaine and notices a certain loaf of bread in the kitchen, which makes him start to realize that Stephen's story on the day of his mother's collapsing just doesn't add up, otherwise a loaf of bread wouldn't have magically appeared. Tim eventually confronts Stephen on his lies, saying that he must have seen Elaine collapse on the floor and left her there for dead. But of course, Elaine takes Stephen's side and quickly dismisses any wrongdoing. Stephen eventually manages to lie his way out of this situation, and Tim is kicked out of their flat. Later on, Stephen tries to make peace with him, but it's clear that Tim can see straight through his lies. Carla is worried about Ryan as he hasn't left her flat in a long time. She tries to convince him to go out for lunch with her, but with no success. Later, she confides in Daniel at the shop, saying that Ryan is shaken up after the fallout of the Justin trial and the catfishing scandal. Daniel later relays the message to Daisy, saying that maybe they should reach out to Ryan as he clearly needs support. But Daisy dismisses this idea, as it's clear that she has feelings for Ryan, and if she spends more time with him, it might develop into something more. Leanne notices a bad review for the Bistro after Damon and Sarah recently had a loud argument in front of all the customers. After this, she tells Nick that Damon needs to go, as he's slowly ruining their reputation. But as Nick meets with Damon to discuss stepping into a more silent partner role, Damon opens up to him about his feelings for Sarah, and apologizes for the way he's been acting recently. Eventually, Nick shows sympathy and lets him continue his role at the Bistro.